Con.
Yeah, Salaki, video cut off.
It's all good though. We're gonna get right back in the spirit. I'm gonna read this again. It's Matthew chapter 6, verse 20. It says, "But lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal." It says, "For where your treasure is, there will your hearts be also." And you still want to say something on that?
Nah, I kind of lost my thought, but
No, I saw good. I was gonna say that you know, because we're talking about the time that we invest into this truth. Now it says, "Where your treasure is, there will your hearts be also," and that means where your treasure is, what you favor, that's what you're gonna invest your time into. And what the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they invest their time into folly and wickedness, man, into that vainglory. That's why you have men of the, I say, boys of the nation of Israel, literally Instagram thoughts, you know, being a so-called Instagram model, you know, or indulging all the time into social media. All right,
trying to make a name for themselves, because that's the thing. Jake do shit like that because they know that it's going to grab the attention of women.
Yes,
you know, and that's the thing. That's the cares of this world. Woman worship. You know, because Jake will do damn near anything to get that woman.
Yep.
You know, but this is our woman right here. This is where our cares lie at.
Yep.
You know, and that's what it's going to stay like. Even when we reach the kingdom of heaven. You know. Our cares are going to be of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua first. You know, everything else comes secondary. You know.
Yep, and that's why I said where your treasure is, there will your hearts be also, because our mind is fully indulged in getting the kingdom of heaven. That's what we need. That's what we need, and that's what we're gonna put our mind to receive. All right,
and that's what's really gonna comfort us.
Absolutely, you know? That's gonna be that's the greatest consolation that we are talking about. That's the greatest consolation that you can receive in this world, man. All right, not the women on this side, not and all those things are physical, man. We were looking to receive something that's spiritual. All right. The bodies that we're going to receive in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be fully indulged in spirituality, all right? Something Israel has never witnessed, all right? A consolation that not any other nation has ever received. Okay?
Something that was born spiritual but manifested carnally.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. All right? And like we said, we put all our time into the kingdom of heaven. And that's what we're going to receive, Lord's will. And what? They put all their time into wicked and folliness. And that's what they're going to receive. Because at the end of their road, it's going to be what? Death. At the end of our road, it's going to be life. Okay? So, let me just get to Matthew's the 13th chapter. And I'm going to briefly read it. I'm gonna briefly read it. But it's a parable that Yahweh Shai put out. Or he said to his disciples and the multitude that was with him. All right? This is Matthew chapter 13. I started 3. It says, "And he spake many things unto them, in parables." Salaki. Jake knows it's allergy season. Salaki. It says, "And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow, and when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and fowls came and devoured them up. And some fell upon the stony place, where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had not no deepness of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched." And Salaki, it says, "And because they had no root, they withered away. And some fell among the thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But others into good ground, and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, and some 30-fold. Who hath ears, let him hear." All right, now we're going to go into the description of what these meant, because the disciples were asking Yahweh Shai, like, "Hey, what do you mean by this parable?" And then he's going to explain it. All right, so we can start. I'll start at 17, and it's going to get into it. All right, it says, "For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and many righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them." So you have to understand that the understanding that is given to us, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that is given to us, the faith, the belief, the truth that is given to the men of Israel is not granted to other people. All right. And we said, one thing that we said when the camera wasn't rolling is that due to us having the conscience that we have, that's why the Lord commissioned us to do this. Because we know within ourselves, you know, thankfully the Heavenly Father gave us that spirit. Thankfully the Heavenly Father gave us that spirit of fear and that good conscience, as it said in the book of Timothy, to know, man, if I leave this is like the only thing I have. You know, like I can never leave this truth, Lord's will. I can never leave this truth and just go on with life regularly. Like,
and you know what that's a part of? That fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Absolutely.
You know, that's why it says fear is the beginning of knowledge, of wisdom. You know, because we know if we fall into that pit, we know we get weak to those demons. You know, we know that what lies for us at the other side is death.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's why it says fear is the beginning of wisdom. Because if you don't have that fear, you're gonna fall by the wayside and you're gonna die. You know.
You know, and that's why the Heavenly Father, he granted us these things, because he knew that our spirits would fear him, and our spirits would also serve him in sincerity and truth. All right, because we understand there's no other option. All right, let's hypothetically say we do become great in this world. Then what? Now what? What else is there? What else does this world have to offer? Your people are still enslaved. All right, mentally, okay, and soon it's going to be physically when martial law hit. All right. Oh, let's not talk about the chip, okay? Because that's gonna be a part of a part of your consolation if you're great in this world. All right, you got to start promoting wickedness. You got to start conforming. The higher you get up in this world, the more you got to conform to the fornication of this world, man.
And that's exactly why the Heavenly Father gave us examples.
Exactly.
Show us exactly what happens when you have the cares of this world.
Yep.
That's what happens.
Yo,
you know?
look at this nigga Lil Wayne, man. Bugged the hell out. If you seen him recently, he got blonde dreads, you know, just always wearing glasses. The reason why they always wear glasses is because their faces suck the hell in, man. All that wickedness they gotta behold. All right, they gotta do rituals. They gotta, you gotta get into the beast, man.
Yeah, and that's why all those celebrities end up being druggies.
Yep.
You know, if you ask all these so-called celebrities if they're actually happy, the majority of them will say no. You know. Because they know at the end of the day that what they received carnally doesn't help them be happy spiritually. You know, because that's what keeps us going. You know, that's what keeps Jake's going is that spiritualness. You know, how else do you think Jake could be in the lowest state? You know, we fucked up right now. We don't got shit. But at the end of the day, we know that we smile because we know we have the Heavenly Father. You know. Spiritually. That's part of that spirituality.
I didn't cut you off.
No, you good.
Nah, because I was thinking, that's why it's so important to not have too much and to not have too little. Because the people, the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, or the higher up, Jake, the house niggas more like.
Exactly.
They have too much riches. Therefore, they're not going to grow spiritually. Exactly. And that's what this whole thing was about. That's what this whole captivity was about. To extract spirituality from Israel. Okay, we weren't being spiritual before, so the Heavenly Father said, look, I'm gonna put you in this last captivity. I'm gonna put y'all in the worst predicament. So y'all have to call on me. But what? Jake still for some reason cannot get it. So that's why the Heavenly Father said, all right, this is my last resort. Y'all ain't want to get it, you're gonna have to get destroyed. Straight up. All right. And a lot of men are gonna get destroyed because what? They care for the things of this world. All right, that's the main thing that gets Jake, and it's what? It always has to revolve around a woman.
They want to feed that flesh, you know.
Yep.
And there's a reason why the Heavenly Father says that the carnal mind is enmity